The Grizzly Way started when we as a staff decided we needed a new mission statement. And that mission statement we developed was to support, educate, inspire every Grizz every day. The purpose of a mission statement is to say this is why we exist as an organization. So we at Newport High School exist to support, educate, and inspire everybody in this building, teachers, students, you name it. If you're in this building, you're part of that. And so if we decided that's why we exist, we then needed to decide as a staff, what are some behaviors that we would have to be doing to support getting to that point? And so that's where the Grizzly Pillars came from, that you're going to learn about in this video. And so that's the Grizzly Way, to support, educate, inspire every day, and the pillars are the behaviors that we as a staff have said, we're going to do these things. We have a commitment to you as a student body and to the community to do these things.
We as teachers are going to expect the best from everyone in the entire Grizzly family, from students to staff to parents and the community members. We will raise the bar to strive for greatness in all that we do. Teachers will be holding teachers accountable for greatness every day. Students will hold students accountable every day. Being great can be infectious because everybody's doing it. I challenge every Grizzly to be great in some way every day.
The pillar of reliability, what that means to me and to all of us as a staff here at Newport High School. For me personally, it means that I am there for the students, whether it's filling out applications for college, helping them choose the classes they need to get into schools or to just meet their graduation requirements. We as a staff need to be dependable. We need to start out every day, regardless of what has happened to us in our personal lives, by being there for our students, ready to give 100%, to have interesting lessons, to be supportive of our students, and to give them the support that they need and the consistency so that they can be successful in our school.
The I in Grizzly Way stands for inspiring. At Newport High School, our goal as a staff is to come together and to inspire our students to hope, inspire them to find what it is that they truly will enjoy in life, and as they go out into the world, they have some foundation for what it is that they enjoy. Whether that is media broadcasting or science, or it happens to be in journalism, that they have something to look back to and they've been inspired to go on. That we look around our school and we say, what are some things that we can do? What can I do as a staff at Newport High School to provide opportunities for students in my classroom and in extracurricular activities that inspire them? And then it also helps me stop and take a look down the hallway. What are other staff members doing to inspire kids? Because that in itself is inspiring for me to keep pushing and keep finding new ways and better ways to encourage my kids in my classroom. All with the hopes that they will know that they're encouraged, know that they have great things in them, and have a great opportunity out in life and get that from Newport High School.
I think we're standing united as a staff. It's about the idea behind a great school is that we're all marching along to the same drummer, so to speak, is that we're all looking at things as a whole, not only just teachers but kids, and how every action that we display when we're walking through a hallway or standing in front of kids in our classrooms, is that the entire process is dedicated to understanding what happens next. So it's kind of like the idea of like, kids shouldn't go to a shopping mall while they're in school. The idea is they're not going in this particular classroom to get pants, then the next classroom is to get shoes. The idea is that we're constantly thinking about how our classroom is more of a department store where we're filling every gap that we can fill within our actual classroom. So instead of going from shop to shop to shop to get their education, we're looking at how our classroom presents itself as an entire place where they get everything. So we're looking at standing united. It's not only educationally speaking, but it's like, how does my teaching actually add to what's going on in the next classroom, and the next classroom, and the next classroom? Whether I'm teaching math, art, English, science, whatever it happens to be, that's the idea behind the whole being united together, is that we're presenting education collectively. And with that, we're also talking about culture. How are we united culturally? So what type of attitude do I present to students, and how does that connect to the next classroom, and how those folks are presenting a culture of positivity at Newport High School together also. So if we're all consistently considering those things, that's where the unification part comes in. That's where we're standing united, so to speak, like our 2 Z's, is that we're moving forward together as a group, not only in how we teach kids, but our attitude towards kids, our attitude towards our community. How does Newport connect with what's going on outside of the hallways? What type of process are we all involved with through that aspect? So that's kind of what I look at when I think about my role here and being unified with everybody else, is how do I fit in with all of that? Does my presence at a football game or a basketball game mean something to not only parents but to kids? And what does it do for me as well? So if all of us are thinking in that same manner, as our school just gets better and better at that positive culture piece, that's what's exciting about it. That's why I look at each day as like, what type of role will I fit here today in terms of that unification?
Okay, to me, the L in Grizzly Way stands for the character trait of once you're a learner, you're always a learner. So the idea is that as a staff, we never stop learning, and part of that means as a good teacher that you continue to learn, and that means through relationships, that means through content, that means from each other. Oftentimes when we make mistakes as teachers, we need to be able to own those mistakes and show our students that we can fix what has been done wrong, and students need to see that. So we're trying to build a culture where everyone in our school feels as if they have a safe zone, they have a place where they can be themselves, and they can do that without being ostracized or criticized. That's part of the learning process. We are challenging our students to make mistakes and own those mistakes and treat each other with kindness.
To be ourselves, we need to know our own strengths and weaknesses and embrace them. In doing this, we use our strengths to complement and lend a hand to help others up, while allowing others in their strengths to support me in my own weaknesses, allowing us to embrace our differences, which makes us each unique and special. If we were all the same, the world would be awfully boring, and we in turn would have very little to strive for. For example, as a librarian, I promote imagination and expressing yourself through books. As a staff here at Newport High School, we promote being yourself. Remember, being yourself, Oscar Wilde says, be yourself, everyone else is taken.
You know, willingness is all about attitude. You can choose your attitude. Things get tough and you say, well, no, I shan't do it. I give up. Or, no, I will do it. I will take charge. I'm stepping up to the plate with my bat and I'm gonna swing. I might not get a home run, but I'm swinging. You know, we all need to work together to experience success here at Newport High School. Success for yourself, success for other people. My mom used to say, many hands make light work. That means we all work together. We all have a good attitude and we do our best. So Newport High, choose a good attitude. Be willing. Be willing to do what you have to do. Be willing to help others, and let's experience success.
A and admirable. I think as far as the staff is concerned, we as a staff feel that we admire our students. We admire our students for their energy. We admire our students for the fact that they're friendly towards other people and that, and we admire our students because they strive for the best. As a staff, we think we meet those same standards. Our staff is very energetic, willing to go the extra mile, willing to work with students. With that, our staff gets together and completes projects like, for instance, the door decorating that we're doing. And we're trying to encourage the kids to be that person within our community in that. our staff, again, too, also within our community, try to help out as much as possible with other fund drives that we do, whether it's Coats for Kids, whether it's helping out downtown and that. And like I said, all around, admirable. We try to emulate being patient with people, forgiving, not as, what do I want to say, strict, but also we want kids to understand that they have choices to make, and let the students be held accountable as far as those choices that they would need to make. And we just guide them along. And that's one thing that is, I think, admirable about our staff.
When I think about what You Matter means as far as Newport's Grizzly Way, I think about the group as a whole, and that you're only as good and our school is only as good as the weakest link. And as long as a school, as a culture, as a staff, as students, we continually try to be positive with each other, bring each other on, and let each other know that we believe in each other, I think that's going to be the biggest part of the way that we're going to change the culture and the atmosphere of our high school. Each kid has a huge role in that piece because they might be the weakest link or they might be one of the strongest kids in the school, and a lot of kids will find themselves somewhere in the middle. If each person continually tries to raise the bar, our bar is going to go through the roof. If we continually try to keep staying with the status quo, then we're never going to get better and our school is always going to stay the same. As I think about our whole entire school and the Grizzly Way, each one of those pillars really makes a huge difference to each little aspect of our school. The staff have a huge role in the Grizzly Way as well. We need to keep our students accountable for what their actions are and the way they treat each other as being positive and being role models in our society and our community. But as staff, we also need to hold each other accountable. And being able to do that is being able to be positive with each other and at the same time let each other know what we can do better, what we're doing good already, and the things that make a difference in our students' lives. The students of our school also have a huge role in that because they are the school. Staff are just a part of the school. The students are the school. And the students are the ones that generate the culture, they generate the atmosphere. They're the ones that build the programs and sustain programs. Throughout the course of the next 10 years, staff will come and go, teachers will leave, coaches will leave, the students will always be here. And at 10 years from now, we're hoping that the culture, the work that we're doing right now, the groundwork that's being laid with the Grizzly Way is going to stay forever, it's going to be positive, and it's going to make a difference in kids' lives.
By now, you know what the Grizzly Way is. You know what the Grizzly Way means. It's our pledge as teachers to help inspire you, to help support you, and help educate you in any possible way we can. It is our pledge to bring you to the next level which is the best rural high school in the state of Washington. We pledge to live by the Grizzly Way. We pledge that everything we do will be the Grizzly Way. Go Grizz.
G, great.
R, reliable.
I, inspiring.
Like our two Z's, we are unified.
L, learners.
Y, yourself.
W, willing.
A, admirable.
Why? You matter.